Update season finale comes the Monday after spring break. I'm Travis Cobb. I'm totally going to give 110% effort on that. Could it be the series finale? I don't know. They haven't told me either. Cliffhangers. Anyway, let's get down to business now that I have my mic on. It's been a week since the March 31st deadline to sign up for the Affordable Care Act, and the president has kept up good health with some jogging.
An Obamacare victory lap this week. More than 7 million Americans signed up, giving the president fodder to hit out at critics on many key items.
You've got some Republicans saying we shouldn't raise the minimum wage because, they said this, because, well, it just helps young people. Now, first of all, I think it's pretty good to help young people. Well, I don't know what's wrong with helping young people. And folks who say that, probably, next thing you know, they'll say, get off my lawn.
As a young person, I can say there is no better place to spend all of my free time than some old person's lawn. I've suggested moving my show there. So far, the neighborhood association hasn't gotten back to me. I just hope they're ready for my wild allergies. So President Obama has had a good week with Obamacare. Anything else?
The president didn't talk economy today, but the addition of nearly 200,000 American jobs last month had the administration putting it out on social media. Nearly 9 million jobs gained in the last 4 years, more than 2 million.
Jobs, health. It's starting to seem like everything is falling into place for the guy, and not a moment too soon for his constituents.
Whether the message is getting out strongly enough to sway the undecided or motivate Democrats to vote in numbers in midterms is something this administration is concerned.
Those pesky midterms. I, as a young person, can also relate to those. Can the president get Democrats in battleground states to run, promoting his administration's most significant and controversial achievement? Much like school, real-world politics tend to gloss over midterm elections and only focus on the finals, the presidential elections. And I haven't really studied for my midterms either, so I'm going to need a brush up on what's happening in non-domestic policy. What's that called again? Foreign diplomacy?
Friday, Israeli forces fire a massive volley of tear gas down on Palestinian demonstrators who had come out in support of their prisoners in Israeli jails. Kerry's initiative stumbled when Israel hesitated and then flatly refused to free a fourth batch of Palestinian prisoners agreed upon last summer. Yusri, a demonstrator, blames Kerry. He couldn't do it, he says. He is the foreign minister of the most powerful country on earth, and he couldn't free them. The negotiations are officially scheduled to continue until April 29th, but the action on the ground suggests what could lie ahead if the talks come to an end.
Clashes like these are actually a weekly occurrence on the West Bank, but in the absence of even a feeble peace process, they're likely to intensify.
There's nothing better to remind any president of his fallibility than an intricate and complex conflict that no president has solved since its inception. Not that it's possible in this time frame, but if the president and John Kerry were able to figure out the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, that might add cushion come midterm time. Then it might make a little more sense for a victory lap. Isn't it nice to hypothetically say a complex policy is easily solved? Happens too rarely in politics. Coming up, the tragic shooting at Fort Hood that robbed military families of their loved ones. Stay tuned.